Recording started. Hey, good evening, you guys, and welcome. Welcome to UZoom Live. My name is Joe. I'm coming to you from Scottsdale, Arizona. Joining me tonight is Peter Wolfing, who's coming from, I don't know, somewhere in the Caribbean. Not exactly sure.
In transit in the middle of the ocean.
Literally, right? Literally in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
So UZoom Live comes to you every Tuesday and every Thursday evening in this time slot. The goal is to bring you updates, information as we move through the pre-launch phase of UEconomy. And I'm going to urge you guys, I got some information today, as did you, Peter, from Victor, about the volume of traffic that's coming through our sales funnels and the open rates. A lot of people are excited and encouraged. So we're going to be offering information about the program, kind of like business opportunity style, but very relaxed. We're going to be doing that in the morning. We're going to be doing that here at UZoom Live because we got a lot of people coming through the sales funnels. What we want to do is make sure that your people are getting the good information and like the detailed information so they can make a relaxed and informed decision. So that's the goal. That'll be the goal here this evening. As a matter of fact, Peter, I think as we get through later through the presentation, if somebody would like to make a comment or type into the chat, we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that people may have. So I'll pass it over to you, Peter. I know that you're in the middle of the ocean. You never know what's going to happen with internet connections when you're doing that. So while we got you here, how's the cruise? What's going on?
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually in my cabin right now. My son and I just had a great Japanese dinner, and I just love sushi and Japanese. Just the skill at which they put that together. So we just popped on over here and was able to get on the webinar somewhere in the Caribbean. We're on our way to Haiti right now, and we'll be getting there tomorrow sometime. And we'll be doing the fabled zip line, and that's always something to be able to push yourself a little bit further past your comfort zone and to push your fear a little bit further. And definitely been documenting that on Facebook, or at least video and posting Facebook later. I'm not sure how the internet is over there, but yeah, it's going to be great. And I've been posting a lot of videos on Facebook and Facebook Lives, as that's primarily one of the ways that I promote my business and just myself as a whole, and maybe and I kind of teach at the same time I'm doing that. And so if you ever go to Peter Wolfing on Facebook, you'll be able to see a lot of the videos that I have on there, and to be able to teach while I'm actually experiencing things myself. And you'll be able to see a lot of the posts. We actually two posts today on Facebook Live. So hopefully you can view that. Now, Joe had mentioned that Victor, who had put together the lead capture page system, had a few announcements. And since I just got this just a few minutes before the webinar, let me just skim through here, just make sure I cover everything. And he's created a support system, a support ticket system. So basically wants feedback from everybody in case you're having a problem or issue or something, and you want to write this down if you can. And once I'm done and Joe will start talking, then I'll post this in the chat as well too. Support.ufunnel.net and /ticket. Support.ufunnel.net/ticket. And this is a support issue that you're having with the system and so on. And he's also been mentioning that when we gave the links, the username was in these brackets, and it's not meant for you to put your username in the brackets. The brackets were just meant to highlight that you're supposed to put a username there. So don't use the brackets in your URL, because any kind of special character, brackets, periods, exclamation points, @ those types of things really wreak havoc on links. So just don't use the brackets on the outside, and just put your username only. So ufunnel.com /, I believe it's the letter U, / and whatever your username is, and that's fine. But leave the brackets out, because he's been saying that many people have been using the brackets in there and they're not be able to get the information correct, and they're wondering why their traffic is not working as well, because the tracking link's not working as well. So always the rule of thumb is, when you do a link, always check it first. Check it multiple times first. Maybe have a friend check it as well too, and make sure that the link you're using is correct. Just don't take it for granted that it's working, because you want to make sure that technical type stuff is not there. Also, they have a forum that they have available, and a forum is where you share ideas and concepts and so on. and visions of what you feel is working, not working, so what you like to see. And the same thing would be no www, just support.ufunnel.net/forum. And I'll post these on the chat. Support.ufunnel.net/forum. So the funnel he is mentioning in the post that I got, is working well over 50% better than they had last week. So extremely well when people are driving traffic to the funnel itself, and they're getting a lot of engagements with that to be able to follow up in the system. Now we're working on so many things with the funnel system right now. It does not send an email to the sponsor. So we're working on that to be able to put a follow-up system, so this way the sponsor gets notified, or the person that generated the leads get notified, and they'll be able to follow up. But right now you have to go in your back office to see the leads that are listed there, because you're not getting notifications. So we're working on that. That's coming. And we're working on a lot of other enhancements to the system as well too. So that'll be coming, and as soon as we possibly can to do that. We've actually also hired Victor's team to be able to get even more engaged in the overall functioning of the U economy system, and his whole team is going to start to really work with our system starting tomorrow. So we're going to be able to see a lot of change in the flow at which the people go from the front end of the website through the system, through the sign up page, through the back office. We're going to be enhancing and giving it a much more easier flow at which it happens, versus just going and putting in their username and creating a username, going in the back office and having one page with all the information. So there's got to be more of an easier flow that's happening there. We've heard from the members, and we want to be able to make the best possible thing that we can as far as the functioning of the back office and the website. So we've hired Victor's team to analyze. They also have people that actually look at and analyze the actual composition of how the flow happens from the front to the back and everything. We want to make that as world-class as we possibly can. So we're on it. We've added Victor's team to our team, and this way we can make everything flow much quicker and faster for you as well too. So Joe, that's the news that I have, at least what Victor was mentioning as well. Do you have anything else you wanted to announce here and be able to let everyone know about? Joe, unmute yourself.
Had a dog barking in the background there. Sorry. Can you hear me now? And one of the things that Victor mentioned, I don't know, maybe you said it, I was distracted perhaps, but he said that some people are forgetting to put their username in, and they're just promoting the links without a username. So leads are being generated, but the system is unable to track who the leads belong to if there's no username in there. And he also said that he had created some kind of a process for people who may have mistakenly done that, so that we can capture those leads and the people get the proper leads, those who are sending traffic. Was one more item he put in there. And something I will say, is like, you have to take action now. Taking action now is really cool. He says in his memo that some people apparently are not really doing much. They're sitting and waiting for something to get done. And as I've said many, many times, Peter, you've heard me say that, it will never be done. U economy will always be morphing and evolving. So if you're going to wait for it to be finished, you're going to wait a long, long time. It's like what I always say, was Rome built in a day? No, it's still not done. They've been working on it for thousands of years, and there's construction going on. And the same thing goes true because, U economy is kind of like an organic thing. As people learn stuff, as the system defines what's going on, it's always going to morph and change. So the time is now to begin taking action. Just take action, start driving traffic. And we're going to provide more stuff here. I know, Peter, you've got some ideas. I've been talking to John about some webinars and like bringing a compact, very brief presentation so that prospects or candidates will really have some stuff to look at that they can make a relaxed and informed decision. Another thing I do want to remind everybody is that tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, every single day, weekdays at 12 noon Eastern, we do our U-Radio Live where we bring updates and we hear from people like Peter and John, and we've had all kinds of people jump out. So you want to make sure that you plug in there. The goal there is not really to sell anything whatsoever. It's really to keep everyone informed. Although we've been getting some questions. This morning it was pretty cool. We had people who are just hearing about it. Someone sent them to the radio show. They're like, wow, this sounds really, really good. Could you explain to me exactly how that U-Crew works? It was really cool. So you can begin sending your prospective business partners to that radio show because we keep it loose and brief, and it's kind of fun, and we'll get the questions answered. So if you have somebody with a question, tell them to come to the radio show and get their question answered, because we'll do that. And tomorrow at 1 p.m., every Wednesday and every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, right here at UZoom Live, we've got a faculty session. Like there's someone in the community who has, some talent, some skill, and they're part of our faculty, our trainers. Last week we had Victor on Friday. Tomorrow it's going to be John. John told me that he will be the trainer tomorrow. So again, that's at UZoom Live, same spot you are right now. The registration page never changes. Oh, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. It's at Digital Wheaties. DigitalWheaties.com is where we hold our every Wednesday and every single Friday webinar for people who are looking for, education. And it's open to the public as well. So that's what I have. We just had a call with John earlier today. It was jam-packed. People are excited about what's going on. And I want to just this one of your good assets, okay, what I'm thinking is this Victor, Team Victor. This guy is absolutely remarkable, Peter, in the fact that you've been able to merge his team, because they're very, very advanced, right? He's got all this knowledge and all this experience, years and years, and he's bringing it to the table to benefit our community. So what are you thinking? He's going to help accelerate some of the process that we see going on?
Yeah, that's the big thing is we're bringing his whole team on to accelerate and kind of step on the gas to get the process by which we're putting things together towards the launch, and thus the flow at which things are happening, the way things happen in the back office, to make it simple and more intuitive to be able to access different things. And it's a little bit clunky, so we want to be able to make that much more I guess, just lack of a better word, just flow better. And so we're hiring his team to be able to do that. So you'll be able to start seeing remarkable improvements over the next week or two in the back office and how it signs up. Like right now, when someone comes into the system, they can just put in a username and password, create that, and they're in the back office. And eventually what we want to do with Victor's system is they have to make a purchase before they even get in the back office. So, and we want to be able to also combine the license fee with the actual member fee, because why does a customer have to see what a license fee is? They don't know. They don't have to even know what a license fee is. So if something's $100 plus a $10 license fee, it's $110. And why do they have to see a $49.95 admin or U-Crew fee? It should be $110 plus a $49.95 license fee. One time, one purchase, and everything goes smooth through the whole thing. So that type of thing is the thing we're improving, the step-by-step thing. So instead of having two different transactions, seeing what's a license fee, things like that, we have one transaction. It's clearly spelled out on the front of the website. It has, the U Marketplace Lite and all the way up through the Pro and the Enterprise. This is where they're going to see best, better, basic, better, best, that type of thing. And you'll see what they call a table, and people can pick and see what the table is. What is the difference between a basic versus a pro versus an enterprise, that type of thing. And this way they'll be able to see that and be able to make more of an intelligent decision as far as, well, what's the right thing for me? And then when they do that and go through that process, the license fee will be included and the process will happen. We're also looking at possibly being able to not only the company take the money for the sales that are happening, but also giving the option of people, if they want to take their own funds, and having options and mechanisms for them to be able to take their own funds for the U Marketplace. Okay, I have that in other systems that I run, and so we were trying to really do it where the company would take the funds here with the U economy, and we wanted more speed to happen. But many people have expressed an interest to possibly take the funds for the actual member portion of it themselves. So we're looking at the possibility of doing that, and depending on certain priorities and getting things finished, we're hopefully trying to be able to implement that as soon as possible if we can. So that's something we're looking at, because we had many members that said they wanted to do that, and to be able to make that a possibility. I find that most people that are in, that want to come in at the lower entry points, they don't want to be bothered about taking their own funds or merchant accounts and all these different things. They just say, listen, they want the company to collect it and they're done. They don't have to worry about it, and that's fine, and we'll continue to do that. And but if the members want to do that and want to take charge of their entire business, then we're going to empower them to do that. So the fine details of that is still being worked out. But we've listened to what people have said, and we continue to listen to what people have said, and to try to improve and make the program that much better, and really make it go one step higher than everything else over the next July, August, and September. So yeah, Kelly says, yeah, keep it simple. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Keep it simple. I found that simplicity is really the key thing to keep everything simple. But we're trying to make it smoother as well too. And right now, I feel that the flow from the front to the back, the purchases and things like that are clunkier, and also they're also focusing on how the U Academy is going to be working as well too, where the funds go, how they fill it out, who is it made out to, and all these different processes that right now are just not there. So we're working on that to be able to get that part of it also functioning correctly. And this way, you're going to be able to make money at the U Academy levels, and also, our company wants to collect license fees as well too. So that's how we function. We need monies and profitability to be able to provide all these functions for people. And we also understand that the members want to be able to make money as well too. We're also working on the the payment plan system, and that's an option that we have that we've already applied for it. We're waiting for a reply from the managing company that's going to be able to do that system, and we'll be announcing that. And if that in turn materializes, then we'll be announcing out to all the members, doing a webinar on that and how that works, and how you have the option to be able to offer that to people at your discretion. So we'll announce the details on that as well too. So basically, lots of stuff going on. And as you see, the U Marketplace is starting to come online. I think in the back office, you're able to start accessing products. Where we start to add more and more products over the next 2 weeks or so. The next thing up online is the U Digital, and we have all the products ready to go on that. We're just going to load them up and start putting them in. And the UMentor product, I believe, is accessible right now. And the third version of that, the Your Perfect version, will be added by tomorrow. So if you missed that, you want to get access to that, you'll be able to access that by tomorrow sometime. Okay, so and we'll have the replays of that on there as well too. Also the affirmations and so on as well. And we'll do the next installment next week on at 2 o'clock on Monday. So so a lot of things happening. It's very how can I say, exhilarating here at the company to see all these things happening. It's stressful but exhilarating, and I'm sure you as far as members in the program, see all this stuff happening, and you want it to happen yesterday. I understand, I get it. I was a member as well too, but please be patient. It's coming, and we'll put it up there as soon as possible. And we want it to happen sooner than later. That's why we hired Victor's team, to be able to accelerate the process. So back to you, Joe.
All right, I have another question for you, if I may. I want to just say how impressed I am and excited I am about the UMentor Series. I know that you've got 3 modules that are done, and module 4, as you said, is coming up this coming Monday at the regular time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern, correct? And it's a remarkable piece, and I've been promoting it. I've been telling people that this information will really, really help you regardless of your chosen profession. Whether you're in U Economy, or whether you're in a direct sales enterprise business, or maybe you're a plumber, a beautician, you want to be a better parent, you want to be a better partner. I think there's something in there for everybody. Truly, it's a retail application from in my experience so far. So great job on the first 3 modules. What's coming up this week? Are you prepared to tell people what they'll be hearing this module number 4?
We're going to be talking about perception and how you perceive things. And so that's it's just a big topic on how to be able to perceive things. And it's everybody, I'm wearing glasses, and so the perception that everybody has and how they perceive the world is all dictated by their life experiences, and how they've been able to grow, and to be able to have these belief systems tattooed on themselves from their tribe and their people, and they look through life through different colored glasses every single time. And so we're going to talk a lot about perception, how you see things, and how to evaluate different things in the next session, which is Monday.
And one other thing I was wondering, I know that when we talk about keeping it simple, I know that it appears simple, but I know that behind the scenes, it is very complex. To get all these gears meshing, and you've got the academy, and then you've got the marketplace, and then you've got all kinds of stuff, opinions and issues. I know that it is extremely complex. on that side of the equation. So I want the world to know that the undertaking is massive. Yeah, when I first talked to you, I remember when we first met months and months ago, and you gave me a thumbnail of what it was. I remember going, "Oh, really? This is so big. What you're doing has never been done before."
Yeah.
Yeah, it is for real. But so I was thinking, I know that when things eventually will start really, really taking shape, and I was wondering, as far as like UMentor, I've been listening to every single course, and you come up with some really cool nuggets, some affirmations, setting an intention. At some point in time, will those be available like in a downloadable PDF, some support documentation to reinforce what they've learned in the course?
Yeah, absolutely. If you go to your back office and you go down to UMentor, you click on check out this product. You go in the back office, you click on start. When you go to the UMentor section, start, and you start to look at that, those affirmations are available for download in that module. So you can actually click on it. I don't remember exactly where it is in the back office of the UMentor series, but there's a downloadable section where you can actually click on them and download those affirmations. So anything we put on there, audio files, the affirmations in PDF format can be downloaded, things like that. So we want you to be able to pull that down because those affirmations are important as you progress through the whole week, because we teach those affirmations and we want you to do them every single day. So this way you're setting yourself up for the next week. And then when you come on the next call, we would love to have you come on and say, tell you how the past week has helped you progress through whatever your challenges and your tribulations for the whole previous week has been. So it's a participation call. It's not just a sit there and listen call. We want you to actually participate through the whole week because we want to see you grow throughout the first week, second week, third week, all the way up through the 12th week in the system. And that's what those affirmations are about. So we want to get you to do that, to download those. Now, I understand the first 2 weeks or so we had challenges about doing that, but I think it's actually coming online right now. So you should be able to get there to be able to get access to the first and second week. And then we'll also have the third week on there by tomorrow.
So it's a recurring series, right? So like we get people who get started today, they can go and access week number 1,
Yep.
and then they can go to week number 2, so they're caught up. So on week 4, they're live. What's your vision for like week number 13, or is it going to be like a couple week break? Will you be enhancing the discussion and continuing to come live from time to time?
Is, it depends on my schedule, because it takes a lot of internal energy to put all this stuff together and to do it. So I plan, and preparation and things like that. So it depends on my schedule. So we'll do this. I'll take a break. But you'll be able to listen and go through that whole series again. The ultimate plan on everything in the U Academy section is that no matter when you start, you'll be able to start at week number 1. The system will automatically release week number 2 7 days later. You'll automatically release number 3 7 days later. And then it's a segmented thing. So no matter when you start, you're always going to be in your own sequence, not just when they're doing the regular sequence. So the system will be able to segment out that for you. And with the UMentor, after we take a break after for the 12, I'll announce when another segment is coming on. It might be just a 1, 2, or 3 time segment. It might not be 12, but we have more that we plan on coming out, not just the 12-week segment. So there's going to be a lot more during the whole year, other than just the first 12 segments that we have. And who knows, maybe later on in the future we'll do the 12 segments again live. So and this way you can actually hit it again, but you're always going to be able to replay it again. And you might hear me, 6 months from now do another 12 segments, but I'll be doing the same thing, but we'll also be enhancing that with live discussions and so on. So you'll be able to hit the course again with other things that we're doing as well.
And what I anticipate, because what I believe you're thinking is there'll be a lot more content there. There will be video at some point. You're getting feedback, right? You're asking people for feedback. Based on feedback, I know that adjustments are already being made in U Economy. As a matter of fact, UMentor was going to be a 12-month series, and it's a 12-week series, and that was from feedback from the community. So I expect that when you start getting feedback as it relates to the actual content, you can be making some adjustments, and be giving people maybe some homework assignments, and I see over time where it will be really buffed out over time, because I know we got a lot of stuff to do between now and then. So it's like I said, it's always changing, right? It's always going to be, it always gets better.
Yeah, absolutely. And Joe, some of it's going to be live, and I'm not going to tell everybody that every week is going to be live. I just can't do that every week.
Hmm.
But some will be live, some will be recording, but it'll be chock full of stuff, and we'll keep on adding to it. Actually, Myra mentioned on the chat the UMentor section. You click on the lesson, and the icon for mantras is in the middle icon on the top left side, so you can actually download them right there. So,
See,
and for the third module, we're going to have them available tomorrow. So sometime later on tomorrow, you'll see the recording for the You Are Perfect, and also those mantras on there. And I might even throw in some extras. We'll do 3 or 4 mantras on there. See if I can get them on there as well too. So you'll have extra.
and I got to tell you, that's brand new because I'm on the site all day long. I'm always in there looking and digging around and looking for enhancements. Caught me by surprise on that one right there. I didn't know they were there. That's awesome.
Great. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
So it's great. You're going to find a lot of hidden nuggets like that. And once we start the U Digital, what I plan on doing with that is I'm not going to be teaching a whole 13-week course. I'm going to probably give like one master course for 1 week, and then we'll start the digital recording of the whole thing. So, but it'll be spaced out week after week after week because there's like an hour every single time of content and everything for you. So you're not going to be able to just have all of that one shot. So we'll space it out every 7 days. You'll have a whole nugget of content with the actual document and the information going through it, and then you have enough like a week to digest that and start to implement the information that's given to you before you start next week and the week after that and so on. So I can't wait for you to see the digital. It is, wow. It's so comprehensive, so chock full of information that you just can't do it all in one time. It's just not possible. So but I will give like a master class like we're doing here with the U Mentor, U Academy, and U faculty, but I'll do a master class there, but it's only going to be for the U Digital members, not just overall, because we're going to talk about what the different parts of digital products are. Resale rights, master resale rights, private rights. I just want to give you a basic outline of what the digital space is all about. And then as you start getting into the actual course, you're going to have, oh, I know what they're talking about. Oh, I know what they're talking about. And I just had a professional speaker record the whole thing because I tried to record it myself and have a recording, but I was just like, this is really difficult because you're having mistakes happen all the time, and I'm having my phone ring, and also it's just really difficult. So I just said, listen, let me just hire a voice talent to record the whole thing, and in this way, it'll be very professional, very straightforward, and you're not going to have all these interruptions, and it was just a much better use of my time to be able to have that happen and just put the course together and let them do that.
You've sent me over a hunk, and I have it
Mm-hmm.
available to play, and I'll play some this coming week. I'll give a little teaser
Okay.
to the people who
Yep.
are dialing into our radio show. Give them a little short hunk. Very well
Mm-hmm.
done. It is very well done. And
Yeah,
then
each
beyond,
week is like an hour. Yeah, each week is like an hour-long session, so it's not something that's 15 minutes. It's very, very, very detailed and very, very extensive. And we're going to give you the Word document. We're also going to you're going to listen to it as well too. We're going to give you other things as well that you're going to be able to use and manipulate and change, and to be able to have a digital product that's your own as well too. So we'll also go into show you how to repurpose content, so you don't necessarily have to come up with everything yourself. You can take content that's out there and be able to repurpose it, rebrand it, do different things with it, and call it your own and be able to make money with it. So one of the things that we have here with the U economy, and really the whole driving force of the whole thing and almost everything that we're doing, is to give you the tools and the mechanisms to be able to create this financial buffer around you, so you have the knowledge to be able to, well, I want to create a digital product. Great. Oh, I want to use the mentorship to be able to increase my skills. Oh, great. Oh, I want to use the marketplace to be able to teach some of the stuff that I have to be able to make money with that. Great. Oh, I want to use the branding or other things like that to be able to, do whatever they have to offer. So all these different things that we have are really for you to be able to say, hey, I could be dropped anywhere and make money. And that's when you have real freedom, because I could be dropped in Timbuktu and be able to make money in this business. So, but I'm at that point in my unshakable belief in this internet business, this network marketing business, and that I have confidence in my skills that I can do that. Now, I know maybe many people on the call here don't have that right now, but we want to get you to that point, and we're willing to share the information to get you to that point, and also the faculty is willing to share their field experience with you to get you to that point. And just don't worry about it. Just take a breath, relax. Just what we talked the other day, Joe, right?
Right.
You're perfect. Relax and take bite-sized pieces, and you'll be surprised, and almost incredibly surprised, that after 3 months or 6 months, you're like, wow, how did I get to this point? I'm really far from what I had before. So you'll surprise yourself. You really will, if you apply the information and get on these different courses that we're going to have. So it's going to be amazing.
What about branding? That's the next level up, right? That's the $6,000 product. What's your vision there?
Yeah, the branding in New York, I did about an hour or so, was a webinar, kind of PowerPoint presentation on authorship, and we'll include we filmed the whole thing, so I'll put that in there. That'll be like the basic setup of it, but we're going to give you an actual book that is already pre-done, and it'll have on there, change your story here, put your own personal thing here. So it's going to tell you to insert your story in certain parts, and you'll have yourself your own brandable book ready to go. Just slap yourself on as an author. You're ready to go if you want to go in that route. If you want to go and start your own book, what we're doing, and I was like, wow, do I really want to do this? Because it's going to be a lot of time to do this. But the other part is, if you want to do your own book, what I'm doing, and I'm about 3/4 of the way done with that, is every single day for about 3 to 5 minutes, I have a video that has a PowerPoint that's going to show all the different things I'm talking about and guide you through for a whole 30 days, every single day. So if you do exactly what I tell you to do during that time, and I'm going to be like a drill instructor on you to make sure you accomplish, hey, make sure you did 4 pages today. If this, how much, I'm going to be on you every single day for 30 days. And at the end of that 30 days, you're going to have yourself a 75 to 80-page book. So, but I'm going to, doing it virtually, but also, I want you to plug in every single day to be able to watch that video to say, hey, listen, today's your review day. Make sure you do this. Hey, today's your writing day. Oh, are you ready? Did you do this many pages today? Make sure you do that. And we'll give you some buffer time on the weekends to catch up if you can't be able to keep up to date with what we're doing. We have a little bit of buffer time there. We realize people have lives. But by the time you do this, you're going to have yourself a ready-made book that you've done all this process, and we'll guide you through that whole process for 30 days. So if you want to do that, great. If you want to use the book that we have installed in there and just tweak it a little bit, great. It's up to you. There's so many different ways to be able to do this, but we'll cover that all in authorship, which is one part of the branding. Okay, and then we're going to have other people come on, like John will start to talk about authority websites, and we'll cover a lot of different areas other than just doing authorship, because there's many parts to brand yourself. Social media branding, we'll have other experts come in and be able to talk about different things like that. But during that whole branding, you brand, it's one step at a time, because we can't just dump everything on you in one shot.
That's awesome. And I'm looking at the clock. Since I have you here, can we continue on, because I'm eager to hear what you have in store at UNetwork. Okay, just briefly, that's the next step, correct? UNetwork is after UBrand?
Yeah. Yep.
So what are you thinking there?
Well, UNetwork is really the network marketing side. There's 2 parts to that. Number 1 is the network marketing side, and number 2 is how to be able to network outside of the network and marketing side, more in a traditional space. So I do one segment, it's about an hour, and I cover 25 different social settings and traditional social gatherings that you can go to, give you suggestions I give the names and everything of them, and this way you can go to those and be able to socialize and gather information from people. Then we also go over the different methods of how to prepare yourself when you go to these settings, how to interact when you go to these settings, and after you're done with those settings, how to evaluate the process that you did to get the most out of it in those different settings. That's just one segment, which is about an hour to an hour and a half that we have in the UNetwork. So we're also going to be covering in UNetwork. If you've ever seen my my Facebook posts, if anybody's on here and you've seen my Facebook posts, just type in, yeah, I've seen them. And because I cover a lot of stuff on there, but it's a more controlled. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Kelly and Joe and and Doug and Valerie, thanks for that. Now, the U network is a more controlled, thought out process of what I do and I do on the Facebook post, because on the Facebook post, it's almost like Peter Wolfing Unplugged. I don't script it. I have a lot of ums and ahs, different things going on there. And because I like to take the environment that I'm in right now and talk about what I'm seeing in the environment and be able to relate what I'm talking about in the environment today. Today I was on a ship today, and I was talking about, hey, we've got a real problem in the United States right now, something to that effect. And I was talking about entitlements, and I was talking about being able to look at the group of people you are around you, and that 2 or 3 people out of there could make you $100,000 a year. You just don't know who it is. And I was just coming up with this stuff, regurgitating this stuff on the fly. But the U network is more controlled and it's more systematic. So every single time we do those, they're going to be well thought out segments to be able to progress you through to the end goal, which is to have you be more successful and to be able to increase your skills. So that whole process there, and we'll have other people come on as well too to augment this and go over different sections of that as well too. But that's going to be a long, drawn out process because hey, it took me a long time to be able to get to the skill that I have now, and we realized that you're going to be able to be spoon-fed over time to be able to learn this craft called network marketing. It's a craft. You're just not born to be a network marketer. There's skills you learn, prospecting, lead generation, presentation, all these different things that you need to learn, and we're going to cover all that stuff in the networking part and be able to bring you through to where you say, hey, listen, I'm a world-class network marketer. I'm a professional network marketer, and I'm there, and you actually have a usable skill that you could really bring with you for 20, 30, 40 years down the road, because it won't matter what company you do because you have the skills to be able to do it, because it's all interchangeable.
Before I get to the next one, my favorite is going to be U Live. I can't wait to hear your vision for U Live. And then, of course, U Master is the top shelf. I think U Live is going to be our best selling program, because it's like that live energy thing. But before I get there, I want to get your feedback, a comment maybe on where we are in the marketplace in this time in society, with baby boomers, and, people have been over time. You look at a network marketing play, and it's always kind of like some side money. I think I'll check this thing out. And attrition is high because people aren't really giving it the respect that it needs. And I think it's a viable, honorable, extremely profitable mode of doing business. I've been doing it professionally half of my life. I know you have as well. A lot of people on our team, they're 7-figure earners year after year after year. And don't you think it's really cool? It's time now, because there's a crush of people coming into the market, baby boomers, and people primarily who really have resources, they have talent, they've got guts, and they're willing to learn something brand new. They're willing to look at it as a long-term, okay, I'm going to have to learn a few things rather than I'm going to get rich in 2 or 3 weeks, because the walls are caving in. So don't you think it's like, it really speaks to what we're doing here, I really believe is a solution for that huge, it's like a basketball coming through a water hose, and suddenly it's just going to come out, and it's people going, what do I do? And we're really the solution, because it's intelligent, it's highbrow stuff, right? This isn't, I call it networking for grown-ups,
Yeah, absolutely. With the U economy, we're looking to kind of turn it up a notch to bring it to be much more professional than it is right now, and even much more professional than when I started out 27 years ago. So we wanted to be, and really, I mean, how can I put this? One of my missions is to make network marketing a more respectable in people's eyes, and that's one of the things that I've always, it's like my pet peeve, that people don't give it the respect that it does, because it is so revolutionary. It's just a better business model. It really is. And so we want to be able to ratchet it up and be professionals. And it's really becoming a system for the ages right now, because of the technology that's available, the internet, the speed at which things happen. It's a perfect time to be a network marketer. It really is, because of this business model that we have. It's all relationship building. It works like lightning. And with the the advent of all these different technologies and social media, you can really build your business like this really, really quickly. And and what we're doing here with the U economy and all the live different things we're doing and the original products teachings that we're having, we want to bring in the creme de la creme of people. So when you have professionals looking at this and they're saying, wow, this is incredible, this is the business I want to be in, that's what we're looking for. And we're not looking for the traditional, get rich quick and all these different cliches that you've heard of network marketing and the mercenary programs where people just jump every week or two to another program. That has its place, and that's there. I don't think that's going to go away. It's actually becoming kind of annoying at this point. But we want to be able to rise above that, to be able to say, listen, are you looking for a program that you're going to be with for years and not just something you're going to be with for 30 days, 60 days, and you never know if the program's going to last or not? That gets tiring after a while, and we're looking for people that want to be able to be in a legitimate, real, long-term business with quality products, fantastic payouts, and a company that really cares for them. That's the kind of thing that we're looking for, because analysts have been said over and over again that in these major companies, Apple, Google, these big companies like that, people don't join for the money. They join because they have a purpose, they have a goal, they have a culture, and they're looking to do something better and more important than just the money. The money's great, and we have a great compensation plan. Obviously, you guys all know that, but it's not the driving force that drives me. And even the programs that I have, it's not about me. It's about something greater than just me. It's about an impact that we have around the world, and we can impact lives and change lives. I know it sounds all airy-fairy and it sounds great, but that's what really drives me. And I'm trying to put that through the culture with the U economy. So this way, the members that come on can gravitate to that. And that's what makes people stick longer than the money. I have programs that I run other than U economy, and the payout is fantastic, but people come in just for the money. And when they come in just for the money, they don't stick as long as they come in when they come in for something that's other than the money. So that's what we're doing here with the U economy. We want people to come in for, yes, the money's great, the products are fantastic. Wow, look at this culture. I want this culture to be around people that are looking to be better every single day and looking to increase their wisdom and their knowledge and willing to help everybody. It's a giving culture and so on. I want to be part of that. Part of the other one, Zappos is another company like that, and even Amazon as well. They want to be part of that culture of people striving to be better, and that's what we're trying to instill with U economy. Not just one of these Me Too programs where people just flip and flop all over the place and they're jumping everywhere. And I said that's out there, and I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. But we want to build something that's even greater than that, and hopefully you guys can see that, and you can be able to pull people from other out there that are looking for that type of thing as well too. Kelly says everyone should have mentorship. Absolutely. Yeah.
I agree. I've gone through a paradigm shift myself as a professional in our industry, and I've abandoned looking for business opportunity seekers. If somebody's a business opportunity seeker, they should go look somewhere else, because business opportunity seekers are always seeking a better deal and they're faster money, and that's where they hopscotch and they're here and then they're gone. I'm really looking for someone who's looking for a real sustainable business and is willing to plug in and learn and be educated. And this idea of culture is so critical. I have found my experience is when you can marry culture and a real purpose with big money, you've got a winner. You've got a grand slam. And I'm thinking of Starbucks. There's plenty of room. The real plan of Starbucks was not to sell coffee. The idea was to create a community, a place where people would be able to stop between going to work and going home. It was like an oasis where they can stop, they can get some internet, they can refresh. That was the real goal there. And look at how it has exploded. And I'm thinking about, our opportunity here is kind of like the same thing. This is an oasis for people. It truly is.
Joe, it's funny you said that, because where I live in my apartment in Manhattan, there's a Starbucks. I can see it right from my window. I look down, I can see it. They're open at 5:30 in the morning. And I like Starbucks coffee. There's other coffee I like more than Starbucks, but I just go there because I can chill. I see a few people that go there for their jobs every single morning. We meet, and hey, it's my little mini crew over there that we talk and we chat, and I think about things that I'm doing for the day. You know, just like you're saying, it's the coffee, but it's also the community that's part of it, and that's part of what we have here with the U Crew. We want people to come on. That's what the radio show is about. The radio show is not necessarily to pitch the program to people.
Not at all.
It's about for members to plug in, get energized, trickle charge to get energized, and hear news and information that's coming out. Because I found that most people don't quit; they just kind of fade away because they lose their energy, they lose their interest, and we want people to keep plugged in and saying, "Hey, listen, this is still happening. This is going on." Keep your energy plugged in so you can keep engaged in the program until you actually start making the money that you think you really can make, which you can. And so that's what the radio show is about. That's what these two webinars, Tuesday and Thursday, is about. Thursday's more about, hey, get some people interested to go to look at that Thursday night one, because that's really a great one to be on. But the other ones are really for members. You know, probably 90% for members to be able to get plugged in and get energized.
Well, we've only got a few minutes left here. I know you were just going to pop on, but so thanks for sticking with us the whole time here. But talking about live events, you know, going to Starbucks, I know the live events. That's the $25,000 spot. That's U Live, which is, I think I said this before, it'll be our best-selling product because of the nature of the live event, the community, the energy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The live U Live, I have all grandiose things that I want to do with U Live. We're going to be having events in Hawaii. I definitely want to go back to Hawaii. I'm looking actually at a villa in Italy as a place where we can have people go to Italy to be able to be mentored in a villa in Italy with unlimited wine. I mean, a chef in the morning for breakfast and the whole Italy experience. I mean, these types of environments, plus locally as well too, but these types of environments where people can go, they can actually be part of an experience, and to be able to be taught these things and be in a small group environment. I don't anticipate everybody being able to attend something like that. I'm sure it's going to sell out because we'll have limited space, but for those people that do attend like that, it's going to be life-changing. That's what the U Live is. We want it to be life-changing for people and say, I want to go from here to here, not just from here to here. I want to go from here to here at an event like that, and my belief is going to be untouchable at that point. That's the kind of thing that U Live is going to be about, and to be able to do these types of things. And we'll have like one domestic one during a year and one international one, and we'll pick it up as we need to according to the needs and wants of the membership and how we're able to do that. So guys, live events, and Joe says this all the time because he's part of it, live events are like the radio show times 50 in one shot. It's like, you know, you ever see the operating table where they put on the electrodes, okay, clear. You're right. That's what live events are. That's when you go there. It's like if you've ever been to a concert, probably most of you are, and the closer and closer you get to the venue, and if the band's already playing, you feel the energy of going on because it's your people, your ideas, your concepts, all with the same people, all thinking the same thing, all at one shot. And that's what a live event is. You can hear us on here all the time, all you want. You can hear my Facebook pages all you want, but it's even though it's live, it's not the same thing because it's virtual. But if you're actually in the venue, you shake their hands, you're there, you're listening to people, and you actually be there, that's where you can actually share the vibrations of other people and the frequency that other people have. And it's just a one heck of an experience. So we do have one, Joe, that you've mentioned quite a bit, that we have coming up in September. We have the launch gathering in September 27, 28, 29. And then we also have the Network Marketing Your Way to Wealth 29, 30, 31. So it's a long process that we have it, but wow, you're going to have thousands of people there, really thousands of people there. And we'll have breakout sessions for the U economy with Joe and myself there, and being able to do practical sessions, not just sitting there, but practical sessions to help you break through different things. And then we'll break on Friday night. We'll start the Network Marketing Way to Wealth. I'm a speaker on that. We also have, I think, 20 to 25 different world-class speakers that are going to be speaking there as well, too. and it's going to be one heck of an event. It really is. I think we had 50% off tickets or something like that available for people. So if you haven't gotten that, please let me know, and we'll try to get you as tickets for that. And we're going to be announcing the price for the U Economy tickets. They'll be reasonable, but price for that, because it came on so quick, we didn't have a chance to come up with prices for the tickets. But we already got the rooms already set up and the breakout rooms and everything already set up. It's at the Rosen Center. Joe, you know the information about that,
Yes, I
right?
do. It's at the Rosen Center. It's in Orlando. I announce it on the radio show every single day. We'll be announcing it again tomorrow.
Right.
But because we only have a few minutes left here, there's one more thing I want to bring up as far as live events. Many of us, if you decide to become a professional and you want to do this for a living, many of us have come up against something I call reluctant spouse syndrome. The reluctant spouse syndrome, seriously. And I have found over the years, if you bring your partner or your spouse, your significant other to the event, they're thinking, well, okay, well, I'm going to go along because it's Italy, or I'm going to go along because it's Vegas and I can play some games, or whatever the case may be. I have found over and over again that that reluctant spouse comes in and it's like, whoa, and now you've got a real partner in the business. So I'm encouraging everyone to, engage that person with you, because this is life-changing stuff. And then finally, we have got UMaster, which is a $50,000 position. I know that people, they freak out. It's like, whoa, 50 grand? Yeah, but imagine if you did 4 a year. That's 200,000 just in as far as the income side. But what you learn there, what I have told people, what I have said is that at the UMaster level, you've acquired so much information, contacts, understanding, that you now have enough to actually compete. You have enough contacts and information that if you had the intestinal fortitude to start a direct selling enterprise, you're a master at this. Most people, when they get there, will go, way too much work, so I can make all this money by just participating. But is that what you see for UMaster? Like really the pinnacle?
Yeah, exactly. And that's I'm secure in myself that I don't mind doing that. And then if somebody can out execute me, go for it, but I'm secure in my knowledge that, hey, it doesn't matter to me at this point. I just want to provide more of a legacy for myself that, hey, if you could do something great, just tell people, hey, you found out about it through myself, and I'm happy with that. So, but I found that a lot of people, like you said, Joe, they'll see that and they'll say, hold on a second, I don't want to be part of that. I just want to say, I respect what they're doing, and I have more of an appreciation for what the company does, but I just want to be a teacher. I want to be a trainer. Don't fall into that trap where you think, wow, the only progression I have in my business is to go into being an owner and starting a program. Trust me, you have to have a certain intestinal fortitude to do that, because it's a whole different flipping thinking. If you're a trainer and you want to be a group builder, you don't necessarily want to be an owner, because I haven't been prospecting in a long time. I love to prospect people, and I love to train and teach people, and it's something I really, really miss, but I haven't been able to do that because I'm running the business. So if you love to do that, there's nothing bad about becoming in the master section, but sometimes running a company is not for people. Might not be for you. But you want to go through that process so you could say to your people, say, listen, I know now what they're doing at the company. I have more of an appreciation about what they do at the company. And this way you'll be much more a well-rounded person as a leader in your organization, and be able to pass that down to your organization as well, too. So there's a lot of different facets to that. And maybe you don't want to do a network marketing program. Maybe you just want to be an affiliate marketer, and you want to be able to do stuff in JVZoo and ClickBank and be able to come up with your own products from the U Digital section, and be able to be a master affiliate to create products and to be able to pull in joint venture partners and things like that. Because the world is not just network marketing. It's a lot bigger than that. There's affiliate marketers. There's all sorts of different things that you can do, and we'll start covering a lot of that stuff into the master section. So it's a way that if you really want to go into that area, there's a lot of upside. There's a lot more risk, obviously, but there's a lot more upside. And that's a component that you need to know about if you're going to be at that level. And also, again, as I said before, to give you a greater appreciation about what we do here at the company.
Mhm. Yeah, you'll really have an inside view. It'll bring some empathy. You won't be so impatient with stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
if you're ever involved in something, you're gonna be like, okay, I see what goes on here. We've only got 5 minutes left until it's the top of the hour. Peter, thank you very much. I know that you're on holiday, kind of. You're still working. You're shooting video. You're showing up here. You're on the radio show. So thank you very much for taking the time here today, this evening, and to share some time with us and talk a little bit in a relaxed fashion about the vision for what is being created. And it is already, it's ready to go. As Victor has relayed, there's a lot of traffic. A lot of people are finding out about what we're doing, and we still got like 8 or 9 weeks to go before we actually launch, and we're in full on U economy mode. So thank you
Yeah.
very
I
much.
wanted to
Go
Hey,
ahead.
thanks, Joe. And Craig and Craig says, "Oh, I can't wait. I want to have business cards and so on there." Yeah, that's unfortunately it's not one of our priorities right now, but I understand what you're saying. Business cards, and Super T says thank you very much, and Kelly says thanks. Thanks everybody. I just want to say hi to you. Thank you very much for saying that. But yeah, I mean, we have such it's such a massive product. We actually could have started pre-launch in August, and you guys would have never seen May and June and July. You're actually seeing things that normally you don't see with things happening. You're seeing the warts and everything that happen when you put a program together, because there's so many. We'll go this way. No, wait, it looks better this way. No, we go this. Wait, this way. So you're seeing all that kind of stuff that's happening, and that you're actually seeing it live as what we would teach you in the master level. So you're seeing it actually happen. So that's what happens. We have a team of programmers. Hey, it's not working fast enough. We got to hire another team of programmers. Hey, it's just here, and you don't see the stuff that I go through, and I'm like talking to the programmers. Hey, this is not happening. How come you didn't do my vision's not working out this way? There's a lot of things that behind the scenes you don't even see, and we go through that in the master level, and you'll be able to how do you talk to programmers, right? And how to be able to do all this stuff. And on Joe, you know a lot about that stuff as well too. It's so you know where I'm coming from. And so we're going to go over into a lot of that stuff in the master section. But just suffice to say, the first 3 months you probably wouldn't even seen all this stuff. But it's an incredible thing that 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road, you're going to say, "Hey, I saw this happen, and look where we are now." And because it's coming, because you should have the assurance to know it's coming, because we've been doing it for 19 years. So we just didn't tell everybody all the different stuff that we did before we actually launched the program. So yeah, program the programmer. Yeah, Kelly.
Well, Myra says, I see the mantras were there last week and I ran them off, but I was just in there and they're gone at the moment. And that's what we're talking about,
Okay.
right? Stuff happens.
I'll check it. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll make sure I'll check it out tomorrow morning and see what's going on with that.
Mhm. All right, thank you very much, Peter. We'll let you get back to it. We'll thank everyone who joined us here this evening. Remember, weekdays live at 12 noon Eastern, U Radio Live. If you've got a question or a comment, bring it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'll recap the compensation plan. We learned a lot about the products tonight, and I'm going to show you the great value tomorrow. Bring a pencil and a paper. We'll go slow, and we can show you how you really can maximize your position, how easy it really is to get yourself to those top tiers as quickly as possible. That will happen tomorrow, and then we'll be back tomorrow. John will be doing digital Wheaties. Thank you for that one, by the way. That'll be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's a live Zoom. And then we'll be back on, where are we in the day of the week? We'll be back on Friday. Today's Tuesday. No, I can't even remember. We got so much stuff going on. Just stick around. Come back tomorrow morning, and we'll let you know exactly what the rest of the schedule is. Until then, Peter, travel well. Have fun.
You guys.
Talk to you soon.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, everyone.